Video brought to you by Morante Plumbing and Oil. Morante.
Back, G-Mac and Winnie coming at you with another edition of the Outlaw Blitz podcast. Big fella, what the fuck is that before we get dangerous? What is that? What is that?
This?
Yeah.
My fucking...
There is this like a custom case now?
It's a case. It's not custom.
You wonder why you're always broke. You got a fucking aluminum dip case now?
Yeah.
Let's get dangerous.
I can put two cans in one. It keeps them fresh.
And the plastic one doesn't do the same thing that you buy it in?
No, that's not the same.
You and your toys,
it's more elite. Yeah, definitely.
Jesus crikey, man.
Hang on. I definitely need this.
Oh,
that was deep.
Yeah.
That was Sal and a man deep.
How'd you have to go there first?
Because we wait too long in most episodes to get Sal out there.
We forgot one time, yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of episodes ago.
He fired up.
Oh, Jesus.
He called us assholes yesterday for something.
Living in the basement.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, man, they are still strong.
Yeah.
Whew.
He's rolling. He rolls the die, too.
Yeah, he's a dice
roller. Gay Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Yeah, what's going on, dude?
Let him go in the back door.
I don't think there's much choice in that. It's all back.
Right.
That's what it
no
all
grippers.
Says. Yeah.
Boring week. A little bit of work. A little bit of Mando. A little bit of...
I'm hoping the audio is going because it just said the audio restarted.
Oh. So, what's up with you?
Not on the board, on the video.
Okay.
I went up to camp last night. I had a nice little relaxed night. Put a floor down this morning. Made myself some eggs and bacon on a grill this morning. Relaxed a little bit. When I got up there was dudes jacking up the shed that I gave them.
Nice.
I just put it out for free. And the guy came and was like, hey, do you mind if I come take it? I'm like, fuck no, I don't care. Just I want it gone by the time I get here next week.
Yeah.
And as I got there, I'm like, why is there fucking golf carts and trucks in my campsite? And then I noticed they were putting but it was 8x8 wood on a solid frame.
Right.
It was solid. It just needed to be reskinned. I didn't want to deal with it because I don't want a shed that big up there.
Right.
So they took that out of there, and I was kind of I had on fucking 90s rock alternative music and just hanging out on the deck for a while. And then I wanted to watch a race last night, but it got rained out. So then I went in and I futzed around and cleaned some stuff up and, just kind of getting organized, put my clothes away. I get all my camp clothes together. I had no fucking clothes for work on Sunday. I still got to go home.
Oh, that sucks.
I forgot about it. But, at least I'm down here today.
True.
You know what I mean? So, so I got that going on. I'm down in town today to paint primer the car.
Yeah.
We're about a week away. We're hoping to have it painted like Monday and Tuesday next week. And then I'm going to try and get somebody to come put the decals on. We have all the decals, but you get one shot at them. We want them super straight.
Right.
And then we'll see. You know what I mean? Then that part's done. Now I'm not coming back down here every week.
And the inside is...
It will be done. All this stuff came in.
Good.
Every single piece that we needed came in. The car, the new upholstery came in for the seats. I don't know if I showed you.
No.
They're all black, and I paid the extra to get the cloth.
Okay.
So that
you don't stick to it.
Well, just based on how hot it is. Otherwise, when you have the vinyl seat. If you have the vinyl seat and you sit on that,
that's nice.
It looks way better in for whatever reason, it like washes out. It doesn't look as black on
Yeah.
the camera, but it
Is
looks
that
way
blue
nicer.
darker too?
Oh yeah, it's a navy blue. It's not a royal blue.
Nice.
So yeah, that's all there. I told him, I'm like, I need a day or two to get the interior in.
Right.
Even if it's Saturday, I mean, I need I'd like to do it on Friday during the day. Put a good solid 8 hours in. I probably could get it all done.
Yeah.
But even if I got up until like probably 4:00 on Saturday to get it done.
Yeah.
And then he can drive it to prom. And then after that, I'm like, yo, the Bank of Dad is closed, bro.
Damn. So it's going to be pretty much good to go.
Yeah. I mean, it's an older car, so it's always going to have small little things. You know what I mean? Like, at some point he can improve, like like it starts. It's always like, like you got to fuck with the carburetor. It'll just fine tune and stuff. It's an older car, so. But that's what he wants. He wants to be able to drive it to prom. By all means, drive it to prom. Upgrade. Nice. I know he wants to put demon headlights on it eventually, where you pull out the fog lights and they just go blue circles.
Oh, cool.
Just outer rim.
Yeah.
And, I told him get the black backgrounds. If you got the whole front going to be like blacked out.
Yep.
Black out that. So it's cool.
Good.
And then camp is good, man. So and then after next weekend when he goes to prom, then I'm like, I'm there. That's it. Like,
right.
I'm going up on Thursday nights. I'm going to work on Sundays. So, I was thinking like going forward, because in the profession we're in, we have to bid our vacations way out in advance. Usually I try to go away for a week in the spring, 2 full weeks in July, and then depending on how the bids fall out, like if I could get weekends off, that would save me like 15 vacation days.
Right.
You know what I mean? Probably like 13, because like I would still take 2 longer weekends.
Right.
If not, I think I'm just going to take off every Sunday from Memorial Day to Labor Day. The whole fucking kit and caboodle.
And just have it.
Because then it's my escape every weekend. I just go and I'm at camp.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Cool.
We'll see how it goes,
Good stuff.
What's going on with you?
Nothing. So where...
Your wife's in...
she's in Ireland. Well, no, she's in Iceland now. Yeah.
And my nephew's... This is... When she leave? Today?
To come home?
Tomorrow. Tanner's flying there today.
Really?
It'd be wild if they just...
Yeah.
However, they land at what time and what time they leave.
Yeah, I think they get on their flight. I think tomorrow morning at 10, and they land at like 6:05 or some shit.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's different coming back because you're in the same day. Going, you lose a day, but that's why I always do it like I go at night, fly overnight, and then
that's when they went. That's what it was when they went over. So
where did I come up with this?
Yeah,
just driving down the road and certain songs come on, and it's actually the number 5 on my list. But yeah,
right.
It's odd how songs just bring you to a moment, and it just makes you reminisce about whatever.
I chose to chose to keep females out of the list.
Yeah, I didn't. It's just certain things that certain songs will bring me right back to a moment.
Yeah.
And throughout time, it's just been that way. And I just picked the 5 bigger moments in my life that they come out to.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
all right.
You want to jump right into it?
Yeah, sure. All right.
This week's top 5 songs that make you reminisce.
All right, I'll start off. Number 5, Under the Bridge, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
What's it make you think about?
Woodstock 94.
Yeah? Them coming out in the light bulb costumes?
Yeah, I was there to watch them play that song. Yeah. So,
yeah, I didn't even think of that. Like Insane in a Membrane at Woodstock 94. That comes right... I was standing 20 feet from the guy when he came down. Don't you know I'm loco? Yeah, but Woodstock 94, I was there for that too. But Insane in Membrane makes me think of Woodstock 94. Yeah. That makes you think of Woodstock 94.
Yeah, Chili Peppers were probably arguably at their peak.
Oh, yeah.
At that point.
They came out with, like, dressed as light bulbs, though, remember?
No, it was awesome. They had an awesome set. But yeah, just Under the Bridge. Every time I hear it, I can remember
Where you were standing.
Yeah, it was fucking middle of the night.
Yep.
It was. I looked last night on. I brought up the whole set list to try to figure out, or about what time was it, and yeah, it was right around midnight because their set started at 10. They were late.
Wasn't it? It went Chili Peppers, 9 Inch Nails, Metallica,
something to that effect. Yeah.
Aerosmith, who was like fucking 2:30 in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah. Pretty wild.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
Good time.
Yep. No, great time. One of those things like I wish I would have taken more opportunity to record ourselves there.
Yeah.
And some, like.
But we weren't in that.
Memorialize ourselves in that moment.
Right.
More
we
like
just
pictures.
weren't in that time then,
No, I know. We were kids. We didn't think about, being this old and thinking back.
Exactly.
My number 5, Eagle Eye Cherry, Save Tonight. That's what sparked this whole thing. Anytime, I very rarely hear that song, but anytime I hear that song, I think of Lake George, and it was like the first time I went away with my ex-wife when she was just my girlfriend, and I kind of knew that day she was going to be my wife. It's just one of them, and it very rarely comes on.
Yep.
And it came on in succession, like songs that were all that tied to that weekend.
Yeah.
But that song kept coming on every time we got in the car that weekend. It was Eagle Eye Cherry, Save Tonight.
That's funny. That's how radio can overplay and kill a song then, but then you hear it all these years later.
Or at the time, it's like the radio speaking to you directly.
Yeah. No, it's like the soundtrack to your life.
Yep.
Number 4. Do I want to go with this order? I don't. I'm going to switch this. Number 4, Elvis Presley, Hound Dog.
Yeah.
Senior Prom.
Oh yeah, when you sang it
yes.
with the Big Smoothies?
Yep.
Yeah. I remember you singing it with the Big Smoothies.
Hard to ever forget that. That was cool as shit.
That was a good time for you.
That was.
And I didn't know you were a big Elvis fan back then. Because you were part of the dice rolling club, and
fuck you, I was. I actually had a miserable prom.
Yeah,
and
that made it better.
Yeah, yep. I got broken up with at the prom.
Jesus. Really?
Yeah, but by the end we were back together. But then by the middle of the following week it was over for good.
Yeah.
So
you got dumped and rehired.
Yeah.
Fired and rehired in the same prom.
Correct.
That's wild.
Yeah. Yep. Bad timing.
But that song pulled you out of it that night.
Absolutely.
Dude, you were awesome that night. You had tons of energy, and that's probably one of the, we didn't hang out in school like that.
Right.
I remember, thinking, that was one of the happiest I've ever seen you.
Yeah, because I
And I believe there's a picture somewhere of you with all them guys.
There is.
Yeah.
And I didn't say anything. Other people went up to the band and said something.
Well,
and then they called me up there.
Guys, right?
Christ, I don't even know who I fucking went with anymore.
No, I'm saying it was probably buddies of yours that you knew.
Had to have been. Yeah, had to have been.
And then you went up there and
you
let her rip. One of the things I remember about our prom that night is they played Jump Around.
Yeah, oh my God, we went nuts.
And the fucking Lehman Brothers, who were 8 million feet tall, were almost hitting their heads on the ceiling.
Oh my God.
Just two absolute dweebs looking like they were on fucking
pogo sticks. I remember who I went with. Okay. No, it was me and Kelly, James Shantos, which is odd because that's your buddy.
Yeah.
And some chick he was dating from Albany.
Oh, yeah.
Who, the following morning, everybody slept at my house.
Yep.
The following morning, I'm coming out of the bathroom, back down to the hall, or back to the hall to my room to get dressed. I just have a towel on. And she stops in the hallway and she starts rubbing my chest. And I'm like, this is fucking weird. Gotta go back to my room now.
Yeah, because your towel was going
right. Oh, no. She was not very. And then Derek Dabrowski and Geneve O'Neill. That was
Jay O'Neill's little sister?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because they were dating at the time.
All right, number 4 for me, Def Leppard, Pour Some Sugar on Me. Little League Baseball, 1988.
Oh, my God.
It came out in 87, but 88, the spring of 88, I was fucking tearing the cover off the ball. That year, I had a bunch of home runs. Things were coming together for me as a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was dating my little girlfriend at the time was Sherry Slinovich. You know what I mean? And I remember her mom driving us to a game because Jason was on my team, and that song being on, and it was just like, you're like at the height of, I'm gonna go hit some dingers, and I got the smoking hot blonde little girlfriend at the time, whatever. I felt invincible that day. You know what I mean?
That song, honestly, I could have used it too. Me wearing a Rasta wig in a tuxedo at Blaze and Anne Marie's wedding, completely ossified, pouring fucking beer all over myself. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Achy Breaky Heart, Billy Ray Cyrus.
Oh boy. And the significance?
Okay, so it is July of 1992, and my grandparents on my mom's side.
Going into our junior year.
Yep. Grandparents on my mom's side. We went to Florida, stayed at my aunt's in Clearwater. We were down there for like 2 weeks. Stayed there in Clearwater, went to Disney, came back, drank a beer with Carlos Delgado when he was just a minor league catcher, and I was 15. But my Billy Ray Cyrus was the thing, and my grandparents loved country music, and my grandmother loved this song. So my grandmother at the time was probably in her, late 50s, buys the cassette single, and we played the shit out of that thing all the way down and back to the point where it was annoying my grandfather. So we would purposely put it on, and then we get to the part at the end where he would go, woo, and my grandmother would do it in the back seat, and he would get pissed off and start bitching. It just became like the theme of the trip.
Right, but it's those core memories.
Yeah. Yep, just became the theme of the trip.
Nice. That was number 3, right?
Yep.
My number 3, Donna Summer, On the Radio. I had never heard. Have you ever heard the song?
Yeah.
I had never heard the song, and I'm driving to pick my wife up from Ward.
Yeah.
Like, we're up here now. I'm working in our career that we're at now.
Yeah.
But she's done. War's over. She drove with a friend. Like, they got home instead of going all the way down to Tennessee. They got home. I'm going to pick her up from Maryland.
Okay.
And I leave at like 4 a.m, and I'm driving in fucking fog that I couldn't see. If you were the car in front of me, I couldn't see you.
Really?
Yeah, like the fog was so bad.
That's bad.
And just as I'm getting down to the exit and off to go pick her up, and I'm just about to see her, this song comes on.
No shit.
And I've never heard it ever before in my life.
Damn.
And it's now the sun's just coming up. I mean, not the sun's coming up, but it's just getting lighter out. Now it's raining.
Right.
It's dark and dreary. It's probably like 5:30 in the morning, and this song comes on.
Yeah.
And it's silent. Like, I come off the main highway where you're like flying, and now I'm on these little quiet road, and I just remember this song coming on. The windows down a little bit. I have rain guards on, but I can hear the rain, and this song's playing, and I just like felt every bit of it. And then I haven't seen her for a year, and that was the moment. It will always stick to me. If I hear the beginning of that song, it brings me right to that turn off, to that moment, to seeing her.
Right.
So it is what it is.
All right.
You think I was this great husband? She's on here twice, but
like I said, I kept females off just because I don't know what made it weird for me.
I'm just saying, you're just hardcore member. Like, I could tell you what, you know what I mean? Everything about that. Think about what I just named.
Yeah. So. All right. Number 2.
2.
Shipping up to Boston.
Oh, yeah?
Football, baby.
Yeah, I mean...
it wasn't one moment, but it was the same moment every time.
Yeah, coming out.
It was the Swears coming out.
Yeah, every time.
Or the Outlaws at the end.
Yeah, but when we played that, you knew business was coming.
Yep.
The business end of an ass kicking was coming.
Yep.
Yeah, that I get it. That was awesome. Yeah, do you have a favorite one?
Of
that song coming out, yeah. No? Or are you just racking your brain? Like, is there one that really stands out?
Probably the Hold the Line game.
The title game? The first title game after the long drought?
After the long drought, yeah. Yeah, we had the scoreboard. The crowd was fucking insane that
Standing
day.
room only.
Yeah, the crowd was insane.
Cars were parked all the way to fucking Mount Marion store and down Park Circle.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that more people.
All the way to Frox Cube.
More and back. More people there for that game than I've seen at varsity games. For sure.
Yeah.
That place was absolute mob scene.
I remember Ezra Swartz.
And the level of intensity coming out.
I remember Ezra scoring to the corner, and when the camera pans, you can't even see the building.
Right,
It's
because
just
people are just standing up and going nuts.
Yep.
Yeah. The only I wish we had the opportunity to come out to something in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Because I think that would have been the ultimate soundtrack to our legacy.
I got 2 honorable mentions.
I could throw a couple out. Okay.
All right, my number 2, the Proclaimers. I Want to Be. It's 500 miles. I would walk 500.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I win a huge race, and back in the day, when we towed the car, my brother-in-law and I would sit in the back of the truck. We just had like seats that we put in the back, like in the bed of a pickup truck, but it had a cap on it.
Yeah.
And we'd open the window, and then my dad and Richie would be in the front.
Yeah.
And that song comes on, and I start 15th, come all the way through the field, fucking win the race. That song comes on, and I don't know why, but we sang that fucking song at the top of our lungs. And to the point where, like, my brother-in-law's a pretty mild-mannered guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, da-da-da-da, and he's, like, going fucking crazy. And then we're all banging, da-da-da-da.
Well, when you said brother-in-law, I'm thinking Larry at first with Dwayne.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
And everybody's banging, like, it was just, and screaming it. Like, for whatever reason, it was
funny.
just that night.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, number 1, Digital Underground, the Humpty Dance.
And what's the
Wildwood?
Significance? Yeah.
I bought that tape.
The first time you've ever heard it was there?
No, when I bought it, I remember we were just going to the boardwalk. It was a Thursday night, and when you came, now it's so different, and it was kind of sad when I went there this year. The boardwalk mall used to be a big thing.
Yeah.
And now it's like, it seems like it's been under renovation for like 5 years.
Malls in general are dead.
Right. So you would come up the one side, and it was the boardwalk mall. The other side at the bottom was this records / tape / poster music store.
Yep.
And I remember buying that tape in there that day. And that since that's where I bought it, and I love Digital Underground. They're probably my favorite rapper of all time. That was the first tape I ever bought of theirs, and that was their hot single.
Yeah.
So every time I hear that, I go right back to that.
Brings you right to that moment.
Absolutely.
Do you ever get does a memory ever hit you so hard like you get the smell?
Oh, yeah.
Smells can trigger memories.
Yeah, that
too, right?
for sure. The smell of the salt air, the boardwalk food.
But it brings you all of a sudden you're almost
there.
Right, transported right back to that moment. Yeah.
This is a funny one, but you'll get it because you drive through it in the summer. The friggin' the semen weed smell on 32.
Oh yeah.
Going from 9W to Glasgow.
Yeah.
Always reminds me of the fucking bazaar.
Oh yeah. Yep.
The fucking the Glasgow Bazaar.
What always reminds me is when you smell like fried dough. I always think of the Glasgow Bazaar.
Yeah.
Because as you rolled up, you just smelled the fried dough.
Yeah. Before Pettit burned the firehouse down.
Yeah. Before. Yep. And my number 1, Charlie's Daniels Band, Strokeries.
Okay.
That's gonna be hard to get. My dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. It was he loved that song, that moment.
You're fucked up right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I watched the movie the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But yeah, there was a moment in that he was like, it's a very specific line. It goes, "Mama, lock your daughters up. The Wild Bunch is back in town." He loved that. Every time I'd be like, okay, we'd be going to races, and that part would come up, and he'd fucking crank that radio. He would absolutely crank that radio. And then
awesome.
Other than that, I don't remember him. He loved Kenny Rogers.
Right.
That song, more than anything, his funeral, we played that.
And that's a repeat memory.
Oh,
because that was every
week.
Every week.
Every week. He had it in a tape deck. Charlie Daniels Band. Right back, that song would go, it'd be rewound until we went next week. And it was in our old beat up truck, and he would just rag that fucker right loud as he could.
That's awesome.
But that specific line.
Yeah.
He loved that fucking line. Mama, lock your daughters up. That wild bunch is back in town.
That's awesome.
And that's he loved that.
Damn.
It was every week. He'd be bitching. That song would he'd complain the whole fucking way. That song would come on, his mood would change. Yep.
He's got the zone.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's just those things like. But there's talk about reminisce that immediately.
Yeah.
And if that comes on, like that started Stroke Race the other night, and it didn't bother me because I was watching the movie.
Right.
And I was like, holy shit, they got Stroke Race on, whatever. And I was kind of futzing around. I wasn't listening to the song.
Right.
You know what I mean? My honorable mention, Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. We were young.
Okay.
And my sisters will kill me on this, and my mom. My grandmother wasn't nice to me.
Right.
She really wasn't. I reminded her a lot of my mom's dad, and I guess he was a mean drunk towards her or whatever.
Yeah.
So she wasn't like.
Which you were not either, but hey.
But they're like, she always thought I looked like him, when I was younger and thinner.
Right.
So my sister would be like, that ain't the Nana we knew. She was so nice. Yeah, she was a bitch to me, bro. and this ain't nothing. I had this conversation at a birthday party recently. So
yeah.
But I remember Grandma got ran over by a reindeer, and her being like happy and laughing about it. She thought it was like the funniest thing. And it was at the time when it first came out. You know what I mean? It wasn't like you could just find it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just remember, I don't know if somebody got it on a record or whatever. We had that. Remember those? Like they were like a chest that had a record player in
the
speakers? Like,
oh, yeah.
It was like that. Maybe it came out on a record finally.
My babysitter had one of those.
Right. And we played it, and it was Christmas time, and I could tell you like these like red light up bells that played the drummer boy and all this shit were there. And there was a Santa Claus that was like plastic and chintzy, but 80s shit that lit up on the wall. And my parents, so like it was just Christmas time, and that moment,
right.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer is a core memory.
Yeah.
And then the other one is pulling back into Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
And New York coming on.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Absolutely.
That was good. That was a good one. When that song comes on, I immediately get like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah. What was
the entire team screaming that?
Yeah.
Windows fogged over because we were soaking wet. Remember?
Yeah.
It fucking pissed on us for 3 hours.
It did. Minus 10 minutes.
Yeah. Minus 10 minutes.
Oh man, yeah, that was awesome. Honorable mentions. I a few. Dominic the Italian Christmas Donkey.
Yep.
That would be Christmas with the kids, with the boys when they were little. That was like Christina and her mom's, that side of the families. That was like their Christmas song. I'd never heard it.
Yeah.
Until
then.
Until I was with Christina. Mbop.
Yeah.
That was big when Chris was a fucking newborn. And I remember either Christina sitting and feeding him at 2 a.m, or me sitting and feeding him at 2 a.m, and watching MTV.
That would calm him down.
And he would always perk up for it. That or the Spice Girls. Then he had his whole Selena phase, which was hysterical because they were all fucking Spanish songs and he couldn't speak yet.
Kids wise, it was always like shows, tied to shows.
Yeah.
Like when Bear in the Big Blue's house would say goodbye.
Yeah.
It went years. I showed Journey. She started bawling, crying.
Yeah.
Unlocked the memory. You know what I mean? Summer was AC/DC.
Yeah.
Thunderstruck. When she was little, she'd be like, thunder! All the time.
SpongeBob. Obviously, Rugrats for the kids.
Yeah.
High Five.
Boston is Stranglehold.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would always say, Dad, put that on again. It's like a 9-minute fucking song, and he always wanted it on again.
Max is such a fucking audiophile now. He's into so many different bands.
He's still collecting records or whatever?
Yeah, and he's going to see Pantera at SPAC. Yeah, that's what I said. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll leave the girl stuff out.
Cool. All right, you want to move along?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go. Bro, I'm still recovering.
Yeah, you're shot.
5 crazy questions presented by GMAC. Number 1, would you rather shower in hot dog water or swim in pickle juice?
Oh, God. Oh.
I was trying to think, like, what could be worse than those two things?
Yeah. I guess swim in pickle juice.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just as sticky. Hot dog water is just hot dog water.
But it's greasy. And if you're trying to shower in it, you're
Yeah,
not getting clean.
But the
You're
water
just
and the
leaving with
grease
slime.
should like counteract each other.
Yeah.
I think Sal only showers in hot dog water.
Yeah.
Hot dog juice.
Hot dog juice. It's definite.
So you're gonna swim in the pickle juice?
Yeah, it's like pheromones to him.
Yeah, you just come out smelling like a fucking bread and butter dill pickle.
Yeah, or for him, you come out smelling like the soubrette.
Yeah.
That he doesn't chew.
Oh boy. All right, number 2. How many coffees can you drink in a day, and how many can you estimate you've ever had in a day?
2. I
That's
mean,
it. You can only do.
Yeah, and that's only work days. On my days off, sometimes I struggle to get one.
I've seen people drink whole pots of coffee.
Right. The most I've ever done.
DeCicco, every time we saw him, he had a cup. Remember, for a long time.
Yeah.
Cup. I'm like, bro, how much caffeine can you take?
And the most I've ever done, I can specifically remember one. I can remember a day. My parents were having a yard sale at Grandma Riazzi's house for whatever reason, and I don't know. During the day, I kept going to Cumbies and getting this Irish cream coffee. I bet you I drank fucking 8 of them that day. And I had a headache. Like, that's the only reason I stopped, because I had a headache. Yeah. It's like, oh, this is terrible. Yeah. Blood pressure 300 over 220.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would probably be the most.
So 2 is now, but 8 is the most.
Right. And again, on my days off, it's either 0 or maybe 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 3. What's the most rewarding job you would love to do after retirement?
Damn. Oh, man. I don't really... That's the thing. I don't really care about a rewarding job at that point, because not so, even physically, whatever, mentally, 25 years of doing what we've done.
No, I know, but I don't... It could be rewarding to you. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like... However you want to answer. I'm just
saying. No, I know. I mean, rewarding to me at that point would just be doing something that I like doing, that it doesn't seem like I'm going to go to work.
Okay, so what?
It would be some electronic shit. It wouldn't have to be anything major.
Yeah.
Working at a cell phone store, fucking...
What about if you had like a little record shop in your cell phone store?
Yeah, or fucking... Yeah, I don't know. Or honestly, a food truck would be cool.
What if you were like? What if you cut hair and
it did cell phones and everything all at the same time?
Do they have barber shops on the boardwalk in Wildwood?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. I wonder if there's
a law against it.
Yeah,
that it's only food and
tchotchke. I'd have to look. Yeah,
but if
there's definitely not.
Not,
right? Why not?
If not.
That's where the Guidos stop on Thursday when you roll into town.
Right.
To get their fucking Guido hair done.
All right, that was 3. Number 4. Given, here we go.
No boy.
Given one drive to win a championship with our what former players are on the field and who's getting the ball?
Oh shit! All right. You want the whole team?
No, just in general. Like, hey, we got to go 90 yards. Who you using?
Oh man, Boston at quarterback. Ezra Mapucci. Nah. Boy. Well, we had 3 back sets. I don't have to put them anywhere in any specific order. Ezra Mapucci, Jimmy Ball. That's my backfield. Offensive line.
Give me Shawnee somewhere on a wing, on a go route.
Oh, yeah, because he was just that fucking fast. Shawnee out wide. Griffith tight end. And then O-line. I would probably go with all our monsters. I would, except for Caleb at center.
Truck
Truck, Austin. Uh,
Oh, you got all the
Truck
1,000-yard
Austin,
rushers.
Truck Austin Mason, and
You could just go the 09 line.
and Caragini.
You could go the 09 line.
Yeah,
Basically.
but Caragini at guard,
Yeah,
he was small, but he was a monster.
Yeah,
he
he
fucking
could
killing
hit
people.
Pole and
Right.
else.
Yeah.
Him and Truck coming as a double pole.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Have Shawnee on an end around with those two out in front lead blocking. First play, they're going 90.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. If we had to grind one out, we're doing that too. You're just going Ezra, Jimmy, Boston.
Right.
Ezra, Matt.
Yep. Yeah. But again, I don't think we have sustained drives because I think within 3 plays somebody's breaking one.
Yeah.
They were just that good.
Well, if you think you got every 1,000-yard rusher.
Right.
Covered. You got Matt, Jimmy, Boston, Ezra.
Yep.
There it is. You know what I mean? I was like, I just got to throw something in there.
That's an easy one. We had so many good players. I'm not trying to slate anybody else that was good.
Yeah.
Just they were our best.
Yeah. All right. And number 5, what's the best surprise you've ever received? And best could be anything. It could be the most emotional. It could be, minus your kids and
Right. Best surprise. My 40th birthday was a cool surprise. I had no idea.
Oh yeah.
You guys were all there till Rob almost broke my kid's arm.
Yeah. And almost killed my kid. Why breaking your kid's arm?
Right. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, probably. I would say my 40th.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, man, all right, what's the best surprise? Like, I try to think. Like, usually in today's day and age, you're never surprised.
Yeah, and I definitely was truly surprised that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
All right, let's move along. We have done before. Is it overrated or underrated? You let us know. Sal has sent you assholes via text
already.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Yep. That's awesome. Why you ask? Why are we getting that now? Is it just
because
watching another episode?
No, because I sent him that thing when he says this is the imitation of Sal.
Oh, all right. You can show the camera.
Hold on. I gotta get.
That's Sal taking a dumper.
Yeah.
That's the face.
All right. Over and under. Go ahead.
All right. This is the restaurant chain edition.
Of over or under?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll start out with basics. Subway.
Overrated.
Yeah.
I think 10 years ago, underrated. Anymore, it's really not good. I'd rather find a deli any day of the week.
For where their prices have gone?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can get a better sandwich.
Or a pizza place. Most pizza places have better subs.
Right.
And cheaper.
Right. Olive Garden.
Underrated. Fuck them Italians. Act like they don't eat their
I love Olive Garden.
I know, but like there's people like Rob that are like, fucking Olive Garden. You think Olive Garden's like fucking fine Italian dining. Yo, it tastes good.
Right, and that's the thing. Is it I mean, listen, you've been to Italy.
Yeah.
You've had the food there.
Close.
It's not even close, but it's still listen, when you look at
what it is with that though? The difference is, and I'll be fair, they don't put the shit in their food that we do over here.
Right. It's all we have all preservatives and
folic acid I think is what we put in our food to preserve it or something. They don't use it.
No, that's natural.
Yeah.
Applebee's.
Every time I go there, I'm like I can't wait, and it's just overrated. Yeah, even like the chocolate lava cake sucks.
I get the shits every time usually.
Yeah.
It used to be when it first came out.
Be a better spot.
Right. Buffalo Wild Wings.
Overrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know you had a very big breakthrough moment there very recently. Like you went back and you weren't tempted by any.
Yep.
By any, outside sources, but I mean, the wings and that aren't really that great there. They're not that big, and the other food is just kind of, I mean, I know we're hitting all your fucking restaurants because you eat out of a bag 95% of the time.
That's fair. All right.
You know how much more money you'd have and how much weight you'd lose if you cook for yourself?
Yeah, I know. Chipotle.
I don't go there nearly enough. I'll say underrated.
And for what?
They're
Yeah,
expensive though.
we have a secret hack that not everybody else can use. But yeah, the food's fresh. The food's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I can't eat it every day because again,
I almost forget it's there. Like the sign isn't big. I drive by and I'm like,
Yo, Taco Bell.
Underrated.
Yo.
I like Taco Bell, like getting the House of Tacos, the box.
Yeah.
I don't mind their tacos. What I do not like is they took away the shredded chicken burrito and the 7-layer burrito. They were my two favorite, and they're not on the menu.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Five Guys burgers and fries.
This is gonna shock you. I'll say overrated just because
doesn't shock me because it's too expensive.
It's too expensive, and I mean I know they do the fries in the fucking bag.
It's
and all
a gimmick.
That. It's just it's their burgers are good. It's just it's like $30 to eat a fucking burger and fries.
100%.
That's
when you go to a diner and get just as good, if not better.
Yeah.
In most places for half the price.
Yeah.
They're
don't get me wrong, I do think their food is good. It's just I'm saying overrated simply because of how much it costs.
Right. I'll close it out with two elevated chains. Cheesecake Factory.
Underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their menu's huge.
Menu's huge. I've never had a bad meal from there.
Yeah.
Actually, when I was in Texas one of the nights, Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
Or DoorDash or one of them. And it was phenomenal. I got like chicken Alfredo.
And it was good.
Great. Yep.
P.F. Chang's.
I've only eaten there once, and I'm going to say overrated because it's got nothing on the Golden Ginza.
Yeah, it's tough when you're comparing against
well, we don't have one here.
Right, it's Albany's the closest.
Yeah, so, and to me, I'll go to Golden Ginza any day of the week over at P.F. Chang's.
Okay.
That's why I'll say overrated.
All right. And then that's the list. Do you have a personal favorite that wasn't brought up? Or something that we don't have around here?
Oh, yeah. There was a thing called O'Charlie's in Tennessee.
Okay.
Amazing.
Really?
And when you had kids, we were young and we had kids that were little. So when we'd go out to dinner on Sundays, any kid under 11 eat for free.
Oh,
that's a big deal when you're a family.
That's key.
Think about when your boys were little. You know what I mean? You can have a dinner for $20 as opposed to $50.
Right. No, that's key.
What I mean? So we could go out. So O'Charlie's, and it was always super clean in there, which O'Charlie's also holds the distinction of being the last place I went where they said, smoking or non?
Damn.
I'm like, non.
Which never made sense.
Because you were smoking and I was sitting right here.
Right. You're getting it anyway.
Yeah. But O'Charlie's, and believe it or not, I haven't seen them around. They're around, but not up here.
Yeah.
Jack in the Box, underrated.
Never been, but my favorite that I can only go to when I go to Myrtle is Cookout.
Yeah.
Their fucking burgers are awesome. Picture Five Guys, but at normal prices.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can they have like a zillion different varieties, free toppings on whatever you want. I get mushrooms, peppers, whatever. They're good. And if you're a milkshake guy, they have like 35 varieties. And it's like fucking concrete. You could sit there with a cup like that for an hour and it shit ain't going nowhere. But they're just really good.
You just brought one up. 4-H milkshakes at the
at the Dutch County Fair, yeah. That was
underrated.
That was a Pop Winnie special. He would go to the. I think it might have been
like 4 or 5 of them.
It might have been the same place. He would get the turkey sandwiches and the milkshake. Yeah, and I think that they may have both been 4-H.
Yeah.
Favorite. What about a defunct chain that's no longer around?
Pizza Hut. I mean, it is, but it's not.
But it's not.
Yeah.
I'd say Sizzler.
This is underrated.
Yeah.
Underrated, dude. What was it? Long John Silver's? Wasn't that a fish one?
Yeah, there's still one in Hudson.
Yeah. Again, like a White Castle. We don't have them around here.
But every time I'm near one, I gotta go.
Yeah, you got to grab the box of
So it's on the way back from the city.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Shit your brains out, taste onions for 8 days, but hey,
Yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they're always fun lists to do.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to do a little fill in the blank before we send you home.
All right.
All right, I only got 5 of them.
All right.
You should be pretty good at this. Like a good neighbor.
State Farm is there.
There you go. Number 2. Blank, the home of rock and roll. It's very specific to where we live. You got to give me the radio station call sign to where we live. The home of rock and roll.
It's got to be WPDH.
Yeah, but how's
101.5?
5 WPDH, the
Home of rock and roll. Yep.
Number 3. My baloney has a first name. It's
OSCAR. Oscar Mayer Baloney.
There it is. You remember them commercials when we were kids?
Sure do.
And then it's MEYER.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Number 4.
Sal's is just insert random man name here. His favorite baloney.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have a blank and a blank.
Have a Coke and a smile.
There you go. There you go.
But I think of Eddie Murphy instantly.
And shut the fuck up.
Yes.
That's what I think of too.
Yeah.
And number 5, the last one, Skittles.
Taste the rainbow.
There it is. And Sal tastes the rainbow
every fucking
day.
Yes.
He was tasting the rainbow probably this morning when he said, "You assholes."
From his basement.
Yep. In the basement. Why he's taking it in the basement.
Rolling the die.
Yep. What else is going on? Anything else going on? You got anything going on this week?
No.
Andrew Wells was riding along with me in the car, and our episode came on where you were talking about the dirty Wookiee.
Okay.
And he fucking about spit his teeth out. We do have these moments. I want to get like, you know, the AI where the babies do the stuff?
Yeah.
I want to get that and do our, has your mom ever sent you to the store for a box of smokes?
Yeah.
Like, I think we should do that.
Is it a thing?
You can get an AI to do it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, like I think we should do that skit. Oh, you know, like that. Put the audio
with the AI. That's pretty
AI.
Cool. That would be cool. Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Yo, the kid they used for fucking Joey Diaz.
Perfect. Absolutely.
Yeah. Anything going on this week?
No, I anticipate a very mild weekend. Just because, listen, travel kicks your ass.
Yeah.
And I'm not picking her up till late tomorrow. Well, late-ish, but I'm sure jet lag.
Where are you picking her up?
Stewart.
Oh, that's not bad.
No. But given the time schedule she was on, I'm picking her up at 6:30. And that would have been, what, fucking 11:30?
Yeah.
So I expect to have a tired wife when I pick her up. And
yeah.
Sunday to recover. She's got to go back to work Monday. I think she gets a week home just working and then more travel. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. I'm trying to think. July is coming. That's my next big thing. Vacation.
Why are you creepy eye winking me, bro?
I don't know.
It was the other eye. Yeah.
I might just be having a strokey moment.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Any other big news?
Big news? Nothing really.
I know we don't talk politics, but I saw a wild list of pardons, huh?
Yeah?
Yeah, the Cressleys? The Cressleys and this dude that was a gang, I can't remember the gang leader. Something Holmes or anyway, he got locked up in 1973 and he was serving 6 consecutive life sentences, and Trump pardoned him.
Really?
Yeah.
What did he get locked up in 1973 or at 73?
1973. So he's been in for 50 years.
50 years, yeah. But not the Menendez brothers.
Yeah, right.
Here's the thing. Like with the Cressleys, I know there's a financial crime and there's clearly...
Apparently they've paid all the restitution, and that, I think...
But the point is you're letting fucking people that are repeat offenders, violent offenders, out consistently.
Right.
And then you're keeping fucking, Joe, what's his name, Exotic, locked up.
Is he still?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? I just...
Sal Exotic.
The system is very weird.
It is.
And, people politicize it. I just don't get it. But, then there's common sense to some stuff. Like, all right, yeah, there was financials involved with the Cressleys, clearly. And there was victims, financially victims. All right, but you said they paid the restitution.
Yeah.
So what the fuck, man? When you're letting people that murdered people or raped people fucking go every day.
Yeah, they can't fucking bring the lives back.
Right.
And you're letting them out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and listen, if it wasn't a TV personality, is it even being made a big deal of?
No.
I don't think so. I just think, again, it's the time and the times we live in and the media we face every day.
I think that fucking Diddy trial will be...
That's going to be wild.
It's getting... Every time something comes out of there, you're like, oh, God, that guy's a booty bandit.
Oh, the one big thing that did come out this week, and we didn't hit on it when we recorded the wrestling shows. Max sat in for 2 episodes, and I actually ended up sitting in for King on the second one because King's daughter was basically... Oh, yeah. She was like getting ready to Hurricane Rana him out of the chair. It was funny. But it came out later that day that John Laurinaitis turned to the prosecution and is now testifying against McMahon.
Oh yeah,
yeah. He was co-conspirator with McMahon. He was involved with everything, and now he's turning to testify against McMahon. So you may see prison time here
again. McMahon, what are we doing?
Right.
I'm gonna stop right there.
He went down the road and lived in this fictional world for so long. It's like he made it his own reality. It's weird.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm not even trying to say that, and other people have said it. Harvey, you're comparing Vince McMahon to Harvey Weinstein in so many ways.
Right.
The only thing I'll say with both guys, if Sal was there and said, Highland, come fuck me and I'll put you as the headliner, and he does, where's the exchange where somebody was wronged?
Right.
Right?
Yeah. It's when that goes to trial and Janelle Grant has to testify and Laurinaitis is now testifying. I honestly think the person that's getting fucked the most in this deal is Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Because his
name's getting dragged through no matter what.
Right. And he, from the beginning, on the tape, I don't know if there were recordings, but everything with the conversations, Vince is calling him and trying to drag him into this, and he wanted nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
But because his name got dragged into it, it's like this guy can't, he's just staying away.
Right, he doesn't like people.
He hates people.
Right, so I can't see him.
He is not a people person. So, yeah, I don't know. It's strange. Yeah. Definitely strange.
Dude, I had that whatever kind of reaction in my hands. Remember a couple weeks ago where my hands were all fucked up? And now they look like, I don't know if you can see it. Which way am I going to go? This way? They look like Sal was all over them.
Yeah, what the fuck is that from?
So it's whatever kind of, it was weird. It was very exclusive to my, I kind of have a feeling it was from sand in the car. My hands got it was a rash that didn't go, I won't even say rash. It was it looked like poison ivy kind of, and it finally dried all the way out. And now it's the skin's
peeling all
off now. Finally.
Weird. Wow.
But it looks like shit, but I feel
feels better.
I mean, there was days I'd get up and I'd want to cut my fucking hand off. It itched so bad. I wanted to Skywalker myself.
Yes, that's right. Was there?
Oh, and he laughed at the Emperor Palpatine.
Oh, Drew.
Yeah.
Nice.
And was it where you shot him with a stun gun? That was.
Yep.
Yeah, that. He was fucking spitting his teeth out.
Oh, that's awesome. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
That's all I got. Yeah. So
see, we do bring joy to people.
Yeah, occasionally.
If
you listen to us, we are witty and funny. It's just
we're idiots.
All right, buddy. I got nothing else. You want to take us home?
All right, for G Mac, this is Winnie. This has been the Outlaw Blitz podcast, and it's